Conference championship season fast approaching for all your fall sports, and it's time to take you around the Eagles at the end of October, kicking things off with football falling at home 61-28 against Bentley University, a game that featured 10 combined fumbles, 4 blocked kicks, and 2 interceptions. Malachi Taylor threw the air 15 of 41 with 251 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. He was picked off 1 time and sacked 3 times. Eagles fall to 1-7. On the pitch, women's soccer, 1 game this week against the Dominican Lady Chargers. They fall 3-1. Jordan Callis, the lone goal in that one. Their game against Georgian Court this past Saturday rescheduled. Their game this week against St. Thomas Aquinas has been canceled. They'll hit the pitch against Chestnut Hill College next at home on Saturday, as will your men's soccer team. But before that, 2 games this past week on the road against Dominican and Georgian Court as well. They'd win 2-0 over the Chargers early on in the week behind 2 goals from freshman Len Fliss. And then the freshman Mark Byart gets 2 goals against the Lions of Georgian Court over the weekend in a 4-1 win for the Eagles, who are now 6-1-2 in conference play and atop the CACC standings with 2 games to go, both at home against Chestnut Hill and the University of Bridgeport. Getting on to the ice, women's ice hockey kicking things off with their home opener against Franklin Pierce. Julia Wysocki with a second period goal. Part of 5 goals between the 2 teams in the second period and a 3-2 loss for the Eagles. But the next night, they would come back with a 3-2 win of their own in overtime as Marley Webster and Karis Kell with their first collegiate goals. Hallie Lawrence gets her first collegiate win in net. The Eagles now 2-2 in conference play so far this year. On the courts, women's volleyball moves to 9-1 in conference play with a sweep over Caldwell and then a 5-set victory over Chestnut Hill College this week. They have a 3-game lead atop the CACC North Division standings over the University of Bridgeport, who they currently hold the tiebreaker against. At the CACC Championships this week, it would be Drew Paskanik finishing 28th for men's cross country in a time of 30 minutes, a new PR for him. As you take a look at all of the records for all of your fall teams, as well as women's ice hockey, who's kicked off. The basketball team's kicking off soon, as well as men's ice hockey this upcoming weekend.